Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is me, farmer EnvoyXtreme, and here we are in the area apparently called No Man's Land for survival roleplay. So here we are in the borders between France and Spain, and apparently this lies a vastness area called No Man's Land, and apparently there is a farming opportunity here. We stumbled over here, we just entered here via the gate here, off the highway here, and yeah, we originally came from a place in the Midwest of US called Elm Creek. After a bit of disaster on the farm there, we sort of fled to Europe for a bit more of a temperate climate, and apparently there are some farming opportunities around here, but I need to speak to someone, and apparently there is someone called Doris at the shop here. So all this you start off with is just £1,000 or €1,000, but of course we had to buy some breakfast and that, so that was pretty expensive in Europe. Didn't think it would be that expensive, 36 quid, but it was a nice shop here. Ooh, nice pictures of an old tractor, an old, what's that, seed drill? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, the big bud, interesting. Apparently Doris is just over here. And there she is. Hello Doris, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. So yeah, I'm coming here because apparently there is some opportunities of farming. I'm a new farmer in the area, and I was wondering, do you know anything about this? Because I'm very interested in having a bit of a fresh start. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. How much? So apparently there is a bit of opportunity over here, but the thing is, they want 100 grand, you said? Yeah, you're correct. What does it entail? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So really, just a bit of a field, a shack, and some shelter, no equipment or anything. Well, there is an old pickup that was abandoned here by the last farm that apparently we can have, so yeah. Thank you, Doris. I'll come back to you later on. So yeah, after speaking to Doris, apparently there is a farm around here we need to look for. But first of all, we've been recommended, so apparently the previous people wanted 100 grand for a bit of abandoned land, the landlord. It seems a bit steep, but so yeah, I'm gonna go away for the moment, and I'll go to the next town and see if I can convince a bank to give me a bit of a loan, and then we can come back and get our farm started potentially here. So, alrighty then, that is an interesting conversation. Bank actually convinced them. They gave me 100 grand, and that's came and went. Also, we had to spend £3 on his zesty drink. So to show you, yep, 100 grand in loan debt. We have to pay that off. Also, apparently, some settings are going to be very hard. So, like for example, we got snow, and just yeah. So apparently, it's going to be very tough for us. So apparently, we've got to be very cautious of where we spend our money at. So after speaking to Doris, apparently there is an old pickup somewhere, so I'm not sure where it is. Perhaps it's around behind the shop, perhaps? But yeah, there's apparently an area called Plot 26 that we've just bought. That was 100 grand, and after speaking to the bank and to the landlord, yeah, it's an old shack, as they call it, a bit of a couple of shelters apparently, and an old abandoned field. But yeah, this pickup is very useful. Interior looks actually quite not too bad. Headliner's intact, all the knobs and gauges apparently still work. Bit of a dirty truck, admittedly. But yeah, it's not banged up or anything, so just needs a bit of TLC, I think. Can do some fuel, but please say spend €60 on some fuel here. 162. So yeah, apparently that should do us for now. So yeah, let's go ahead and head to the farm. Apparently somewhere down this road, and we'll see it when we come to it. So here we are, and ooh, what's that over there? It looks like the old sawmill apparently. Let's just have a look over here, see what's over here. So there's a sawmill here. What's that? What's that? Looks like something you produce stone, perhaps? The big road track 1200 by 900. Interesting. Danger, day chest, caution. Ooh, better not touch this. Last thing I want is to lose a hand or a limb of sort. Yeah, apparently this is where we come and sell our timber, apparently, so that's good to know. So apparently we was also given, it was in the back of the bed here, we was given a chainsaw, so that apparently came with the deal for the pickup, apparently. Not too sure why someone would leave a perfectly fine chainsaw there, but they lost my gain, so yeah, so farming is going to be very hard, apparently. Apparently the weather can change drastically. Winters are supposed to be harsh around here, so we're in August at the moment. So hopefully by the time winter comes, we will have enough resources to keep ourselves sustained, have enough money for food, enough money just to cover our daily expenses. So yeah, apparently it's somewhere down here, so go speed up a little bit, not too fast, so I don't know these roads. Ooh, as I said before, I don't know these roads, so apparently somewhere over here. Oh, I think we are here. Nice landscape, lots of trees, so opportunities awaits us. I forget the little map up here. So yeah, we're in plot 26 here. So this is like our property line around about here, so it's good to know. So yeah, there's an old shed there. Perhaps potentially we could use some silage bells or even use it for store some equipment. So yeah, there's an old water tank here, good to know. What else is over here? Oh, a workshop, I think, or a shed sort. Oh yeah, it looks like a workshop. Actually, let's pull over here for the moment. And we'll go and explore the land. Oh, let's turn our engine off. Don't want to burn any valuable diesel here. Especially the prices they're charging at the moment. Price. So, yeah, here we are. Not much. So, oh, these sides look really rusty. A bit of stone foundation. Not too sure if that's secure, but apparently it's supposed to work fine. Yeah, it's all rusty now, but apparently it works and functions fine. No, I don't know about that. We'll have a look in here in our shed here. Man, they left a lot of stuff for, yeah, 100 grand. Like, these air compressors, these are really expensive, brand new. Perhaps it's just been refurbished or something, but now that 100 grand seems like a good deal. What we've got here, got oils, lubricants, some jacks and that. Of course, I've got to check the dates on these, because if we're going to use these to service our equipment, I want to make sure they're in date, because if they're not in date, then obviously if we put them to our pickup or any farming equipment, then obviously it's going to cause some engine issues, and that's what I want is a very expensive engine rebuild. But yeah, we've got our plasma cutter, got a few propane tanks, vacuum cleaners, some, what's that, battery charger, not too sure. But man, just in this shed alone is perhaps brand new, well over 100 grand's worth of stuff here. Or at least closer, perhaps I'm just exaggerating a bit. But yeah, next we're going to head over here. Deer, ooh. Wildlife. Is hunting legal here in Europe? I know certainly in States I'll just shoot that deer and have that for supper tonight, but... So apparently here's our little shed here. Pretty spacious, but again, pretty open to the elements. Hopefully when it snows, yeah, that doesn't cave in, that roofing tiling. Yeah, it looks pretty rusty, but apparently I think it'll hold. I hope it holds. If not, then we're going to need a new shed. And apparently... What's that over there? Oh, what's that smell? Oh, oh, oh Christ. Oh. That turned out to be attended to in a while. Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess it was abandoned, but... Could have at least cleaned it out before you abandon it. Then we'll shut this door, keep the heating we've got here in. Turn the lights on. So yeah, mouldy old couch, TV, ain't good channels. Doesn't seem to work, so we're gonna have to get looked into. Got a little electric heater here, so at the moment we don't need it because it is a nice toasty 27 degrees here in August, but apparently it gets cold as -11 in winter, so definitely need that in the winter. Really? An old wash machine, an old stove. At least the sink is clean, that's a good sign. Oh, got a little game console here to entertain ourselves with. What else we got here? Ugh, mouldy old bed apparently going to sleep in. Mouldy old bathtub. What's up here? Ooh, lots of boxes up here. And they must have left it in a hurry because that's a couple of stuff there, a couple of suitcases. Whether or not they're stuffing them, I do not know. So, well, yeah, here we are in an area called a no man's land apparently. So, I think the first thing we'll do here is just simply start a bit of vlogging here. So if you hop back into our pickup, and I'm thinking we start cutting some of these trees down, then yeah, we've got a field here apparently. What's that? Old potatoes. That's been really withered. It's withered, and there's apparently lots of stones here. So apparently stones are going to be hard on our equipment. So. But apparently do have access to a tablet that we can use to view the market store. So at the moment everything's way out of our price range. Even 27 grand for a mower. That is a bit of our range. So, and there are our prime example of a man here. So yeah, I think we're just going to head over here and start some logging. And my thinking is go for the big trees. Big trees means big money, apparently. I could be wrong on that. Hopefully I'm not. But yeah, just sort of exploring the land. So this is all part of our plot here. So I've got the little map up here and pretty reasonable amount there to start off with. Perhaps we have some fields up here or over here in the future, perhaps. But yeah, so got our chainsaw here. Let's go whip it out. It's almost brand new. Oh, anywho. So let's go right down here. Oh, gonna need our hard hat, folks. There we go. We're all geared up now. Got our protection on. Got some gloves. So now we can farm now or log. So we're gonna chop this beauty down. Timber. Ooh. That's apparently going to be a bit dangerous. So I'm thinking if we say cut this out, hopefully. So I don't want to cut it too long because obviously we've got to be able to lift this. Oh. Yep, this is just big enough for us, so we'll back that into the bed of the truck. Actually, one thing I will do is hop in, drop the tailgate. So yeah, let's go and get this all loaded up. Let's go and follow this tree, get rid of all these worthless twigs and that and branches. Now apparently the lumber mill does not require. Of course, in this area there's only a couple of people. Apparently one person runs the sawmill and what do they call it? A lime factory apparently, so we can use that to make lime in the future. So yeah, it's one person there. Of course, got Doris at the shop, so it'll be interesting. So obviously, there's not going to be many locals here. Apparently, we're the only people working in this region, so at least that's no neighbours. I do love a bit of solitude in that, so a bit of me space in that. No distractions, no daily life interferences. Strap them down as we go along. Apparently this chainsaw's very heavy, using a couple of euros in fuel. Oh, can we lift this? No, we can't. Let's try to cut you in half. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take this up and drop this over to the sawmill. Oof. The last thing I want to do is overload this and tip the pickup, so I think perhaps this one log here will do enough. That's one thing we can redo with is a tray of sort at some point. Obviously, if we can, try to get new, but perhaps it's worth waiting and get a tractor of sort. But yeah, so let's go and continue on here. Get us all loaded up, and then I think we'll take us over to the sawmill. Let's strap these down. So, alrighty then. This looks very janky, this does. But yeah, we've got all the lumber loaded up, and also we've been busy chopping some more lumber down over here. Got a few trees here, as you can see we sort of have an opening over here. We do have a fair amount of logs to sell. Not sure how much they're needed over here though in the States. They were very much desirable, especially for the building industry, but I'm not sure how the lumber supply is over here on this side of the Atlantic. But I think what we'll do is just take it steady. Don't go too fast, because the last thing I want is to tip this thing over. Because I'm not sure if there's an recovery service over here. Not sure if there's a wrecker service or a tow service remotely near here, but even if there was, I'm pretty sure it's going to be expensive anyway, so we'll take this over to the sawmill, and this is very uneasy here. Just take it steady. So let's drop it down to below 30. 20 miles an hour, that'll do. 20 will do. Just set to cruise control. Should have done this before I drove, because it's going to be very dangerous. At 23, yeah, that'll do. There we go. Nice and steady, nice and slow. Up it to 25 a bit, so apparently there is somewhere to sell over here at the sawmill. Not sure if there's anyone at home or what, or just dump it off, so let's go and explore. Anything around the back of this shop? There would be anything around the back, surely not. That's more at front. So we need doors over here, and there's a door over there. Well, the suspension of this pickup handles well. For an old pickup, for an 86, it does certainly handle well. Or you just drop off here, I think. Hello? Anyone around? Not too sure, so I'm gonna have a look around here, see if there's anyone here. Shop. Very cool. So yeah, I spoke to Derek, he runs a sawmill here. Nice bloke here, so he's in his 70s or 80s, do I even dare to ask his age, but yeah, he runs this sawmill, he's been running it for years now, and you can see it's pretty run down in places, it does the job for him apparently, so yeah, we'll just go to here, it's going to take our lumber, and then we'll get some income. Nothing's popped up there. I think Derek said something about some planks, so in exchange for some timber, fresh raw timber, we could get some planks to sell, so that's going to be interesting to know. But yeah, let's head back to the farm, get rested up, and see if Derek wants some more lumber. So we've got the capacity for it. So, alrighty then, after speaking to Derek a bit more, he sort of semi-reassured me about this whole timber situation. He said, yeah, don't worry about it. So yeah, obviously I'm going to get any money now. However, I will be able to get money in the future, because apparent planks are worth a while. But what I'm going to do quickly is check my tablet here, because part of the tablet I've got, it tells me sort of the forecast of what the prices are locally around the area. So what does it give a forecast? It's more of a 12-month history. So we head inside. There's the lighting on, should turn that off. Actually, how's the lighting on? Ooh, that sounds shut. You know what, I'm happy with that. Got a little torch here, so if we go to our tablet here, so yeah, see here, we've got lots of information about the forecast. Well, it says forecast, but it's more of a, I said before, it's like apparently it's like a 12-month history or something. I'm not too sure. I'm not too technical savvy, but apparently with the whole sawmill, we will get planks as well as a bit of excessive wood chips. So by the looks of this, wood chips are apparently valuable in January, December time, which makes sense, winter. If we go down to planks, where is planks tool? There we go. Prices are 1300 per foul, and it's going down, so that is a bit concerning, especially where it rock bottoms in February, March, and it only picks up again in May. So unless we sell something tomorrow, I don't know how fast that works, but I think in the future, for now, we might try sell our lumber elsewhere if possible. But yeah, so for now, that is where I'm going to leave you be, folks. So next time, we will continue on selling the timber over there. We will see if there's any other sell points for timber, because I do want some immediate cash. Because I'm thinking of perhaps getting like a mower set up here and get some silage. I think that's perhaps a good option for us. Or apparently I've heard there's something, well, I know what it is, greenhouses that will help us sort of. But of course they need water now, so obviously we need source a water bowser. They're not going to be cheap, and we've only got 866 euros left, so it's going to be hard, but I'm up for the challenge. And yeah, for now, I'll see you folks in the next episode. Bye for now.